Why does it feel so good to just get that slap off?
It's more the noise for me. It's like the perfect, when you hit him just right, it's a great pop.
Vern's a good dude. I'm glad he's my opponent. He's, honestly, I don't think anybody else has hit me any harder than Vern. So like that's what I need so I can show everybody like I mean business.
I'm chasing a big dream tonight, and I want the belt really bad. I mean, I'm confident I have the most power in the league, and I'm going up against the guy with the strongest neck in the league, but I still think I can overcome that.
So like I just stay ready, and I think that's going to be Vern's undoing if he even gets a chance to slap me. If I have to, I'm gonna eat a slap, show the world like, you know, this chin's no joke, and I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna put him to sleep. No, I'm just gonna eat it and smile at him, maybe blow him a little kiss.
Seems like you're really close to it.
I was watching the season, Dana said that you had one of the greatest slaps of all time. Where does it come from?
I truly believe it's because I don't care if I break my hand or I don't care if I tear my bicep. Like, I'll push myself past the point of hurting with knowing the consequences.
But take us through some of the training.
Nothing out of the ordinary. The only thing I did more was just worked on my hand movement, on stretching my hand, because that's the biggest part is I'm worried about, like, the finish through.
So stretching your wrist?
Yeah, like shot put technique. You know, when you throw a shot put, the last of the fingers.
Oh,
the flip.
sorry, pardon me. So you mean following through and at the end using the fingers to
just
further accentuate the power?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like a flick of the wrist.
Yeah, like if you watch all my videos, you'll see my fingers are still dragging on their face as I'm going because I'm pushing the whole time.
So you haven't been training, really?
No, just trying to stay in shape.
Yeah.
No lifting whatsoever.
No lifting.
No. It's literally just fucking funny to me. If you guys don't see my fights, like on paper, I don't deserve to be here with the rest of these guys. You know what I'm saying? But then I come out here and I'm knocking people out and eating these slaps, and it's like, oh, wait a minute.
How's that feel coming through this? It's called power slap, and you're yet to take a slap, and that's awesome, right?
It's a double-edged sword.
AJ, remind me what you do for a living.
I'm a janitor.
That's right.
Custodian at a factory.
That's at a cardboard factory.
Yep.
That's right.
Are they also in the show?
Yeah, they love it there.
Yeah. So what's the vibe been in the factory ever since that?
You know, I work in the town I went to school in, so a lot of the people there are people that I already know, and like, you know, and like I was one of the only black kids in school, and like the way I dressed, people were like, what the fuck? And I was always getting high and getting into fights, so I was definitely the burnout. You know what I mean? Like, he's not doing anything with his life. And then I come back and they see me taking out the garbages and vacuuming the carpets and like, I fucking told you weren't doing shit with your life. And I was like, well, actually, you heard about power slap? And they're like, oh.
That's
felt
pretty
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Is it actually a belt that you get?
Yeah, it's a fucking
It
real
better be, because I'm
deal.
trying to wear it around skating. I'm trying to skate around Vegas with that belt on.
On a skateboard?
Yeah, I got my electric board coming in the middle of the day. I'm be cruising down Vegas going like 31 miles an hour on it. Found out about Power Slap off a Facebook post. My brother sent it to me. He's like, hey, you know what? You might be kind of good at this, you know? Like you have a problem with cardio, you know? You don't actually do any fight training, but you like the violence, so maybe see what the slap fighting is about, and you know, here we are.
So how's it feel to be, you know, power slap pioneers?
It's crazy, especially, you know, we're all fighting for titles and stuff now. You know, I know you've got way more experience than we have going into this for sure. So, you know, you're Santa Claus while we're pulling the sleigh at this point, but.
Yeah, no joke. I'd say what I'm nervous about is actually like being in Vegas for a week prior to my match.
Honestly, yeah. There's so much media stuff right beforehand.
Oh yeah, like just going over the little schedule.
Oh, the itinerary, yeah.
And you know, we all already know we're gonna be getting phone calls in between. Hey, can you go do this here? Can you go do that here? And it's like, I mean, it's part of the thing.
You haven't seen me get excited yet. If I win this one, I'll actually get excited. Like I don't know. I've never been a real person to get super excited unless it really means it. And it means something for me this time to actually win. So that's my goal.
A lot of people think that a slap is just a slap, but in this case where there's a lot that comes with it, the accuracy, the power, your footwork, because all that's gonna play into the outcome of the match. If you foul, you're probably gonna most likely lose by points.
Since I lost 2 of my matches for fouling, for me it's just accuracy. Accuracy, make sure you don't foul.
John was one of the only guys in the house that I was kind of relieved that, to have as a teammate, because I didn't want to compete against him just yet. Just because I was so new to Power Slap and I saw how much he had in his arsenal. I think he's gonna be surprised of how strong I'm gonna come into the match.
You already know my opponent. His name is Chris Thomas. He has a really strong hand, so I'm just preparing my neck as much as possible and going hard really these last few days. At least 2 days of full-on resting my neck before I could be prepared for that. After beating Joe Scott, I was like, okay, he's one of the top people in slab. Joe Scott, he was undefeated until me, and Mike Smooth hit me with 2 clean shots. So after those fights, I'm like, all right, man, I got a good chin.
You see, with Jesus, he doesn't go a lot like this. His power just comes from his legs. Boom, boom. Which there's nothing wrong with it. Some people you just gotta know what feels better for you. You're good, you're good.
Yeah, I think that's my move right there. I think Joe Scott fucking helped me with that one.
You got long, lanky arms.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You need to keep your arms straight when you come back.
Straight?
Yes, because think about it, it's like a pendulum. It's like a pendulum, bro. If you keep your arm...
Bro, I don't swing straight. I noticed that.
When you come down like this, it's in a new spot. And then it's in a new spot. And then it's in a new spot. Keep your arm out. Like this. Yes. Yes.
Keep your eye on the target, though.
Yes. Don't keep your head away from it. And you don't have to keep it super straight. You can keep your little bit still. You just want that energy to be back here. Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
For me, low-key, the jitters are kind of getting to me, but not because of my opponents. It's more of I just really want that belt.
My kids actually were super surprised how much they understood what I was explaining to them as I actually talked about it, but they were really cool with it. They were surprised that my wife was cool with it. You know, they're super supportive. It's going through my mind when a slap's coming at me. Not much, because I'm not really scared of it. I'm not too worried about it. I know what I'm here to do. I grew up on a farm, on an ostrich farm in all reality, so I spent a lot of time worrying about shit trying to kill me then, so this really isn't too much scarier than anything else I had to live with as a kid. It was funny, I was sitting there the other day, my daughter had just got this big box of stickers in the mail, and I told her I wanted some straight out of D's nuts, and ain't nobody got time for that. When I'm working on this thing, people will know I got them from my daughter, which is hilarious because she's only 10. I lost my marbles. My wife thought it was hilarious also. I'm gonna go over Azael versus Carice, because that was Azael's last match. He's not gonna be able to put me down like I know he thinks he can. Ooh, what your fingers doing? Your fingers in your eyeball there, Azael, don't do that. He got fouled and he still gets back up though, so he's got heart, I'll give him that. Hell of a lot of heart. See, it looked like he had a little trouble following through maybe. Shit talking for people in this game is gonna be a big thing because we definitely have an entertainment factor that a lot of folks are gonna want. But when it comes to me personally, no one's ever gonna say anything worse than I've ever already told myself, so they can keep fucking trying. You know, I'm the biggest self-critic, so anything anyone has to say to me, I really don't give a shit about. As goofy as we may be for doing what we're doing, this shit's real, it's serious, and you know, people are gonna take it serious because it's going to the top, it's going up fast. We've got more views than, I mean, we've got over 1 billion views combined together. Just looking forward to Saturday. It's time to get some shut-eye.